I'm gonna keep it impartial with the music because there is good music with these worlds. Um, but I'm going purely off of like world design, how much I enjoyed it. I think Tangled. Okay, so things I like about it. I really like that we can do the lanterns thing. I like that we encounter the Marluxia nobodies for the first time, and we get an introduction to the Reaper's Revenge there. That's not a world theme, that's a villain theme. Um, it is pretty to look at. Things I don't like is it's literally a hallway. It's point A to point B. Like you just go in a straight line to uh, the kingdom and then back. That's it. Um, the ultimate heart. Yes. Uh, it's nice, but it's not my favorite. There's redeeming qualities to it, yes, but I'm trying not to because I really like the theme, but I'm not going to give it that. So I'm going to give it a B tier because there's interesting areas to explore, but it's not my favorite. City de las Cloches, City of Bells. I'm going to put that in B tier, I think. Because it's like, it's fun to explore. It's not my favorite world to explore. The Dream Drop Distance definitely have verticality. I don't know I have this twice, but it's okay. Yeah, B tier for Hunchback of Notre Dame. Monstropolis. I feel like we're running into the same problem with Tangled. It's just a hallway, just point A to point B. There's not much you get to explore around. It is a kind of a cool aesthetic, though. It is fun to be a monster in that world. There's a rail sliding section. It's a little bit... I'm going to put it A tier because it's a little bit better than Kingdom of Corona in terms of world design and playing. Neverland from Birth by Sleep. Alright. This is probably shock to no one. S tier. Finally being able to explore Neverland is so much fun. I wish we could go back and like do it with like a more updated game. Maybe we're going there for Missing Link. Who knows? But it's so much you can explore, and like even for a Birth by Sleep game, there's a lot of verticality and just like all kinds of nice stuff in that. Niceland, I'm gonna put that in C tier because it's kind of like it's kind of fun, I guess. It's not super great. You could pretty much just only go on the Niceland Tower, jump around there, and the bricks. That's pretty much it. Not much to it. Monstro, I'm gonna put that at... So this one, Prankster's Paradise. I'm gonna put it at a B tier because it's Monstro. It's the same exact world. This one's gonna be the Monstro, the smaller one. This one's gonna be Prankster's Paradise. It is Monstro, but you get a different vibe. You can flip and whatnot. It makes it a little interesting. Prankster's Paradise, I feel like it's a little better than Monstro version because it's something interesting. It's something cool to... You go underwater, you go on an amusement park, different things like that. San Fransokia from Kingdom Hearts 3. This one, B tier. And I'm trying not to let the music affect it, but that's also not helping. It's probably going to go there as well for the music. And I guess for me personally, it's a little bit harder. It is one of my favorite movies, Big Hero 6. I love it. And it's such a gorgeous city to explore, like to see in the movie. And I feel like they did it dirty. They did it so dirty. It's like, yes, you know, you have the opposite. Like, these ones are just hallways, right? Just point A to point B. This one, you go all over the map and you're jumping and there's a whole big city to explore, but it's boring. It's just like concrete buildings, not much to look at. Like, there's so much uniqueness in Big Hero 6 of these buildings, but no, it's just like, just cubicles, you know? It's like a cubicle city. There's like some interesting parts, but it's not, most of the world is kind of just boring. And it's like, there's so much more we could explore, right? Like, I would have loved to have had the save point instead of Hero's Garage, have it at like his cafe or his house, just being able to explore that, you know, maybe buy some items from Cass's cafe. That'd be nice. Symphony of Sorcery. Both of them. S tier. Both of them are S tier. I love Symphony of Sorcery. It is one of my favorite worlds to explore. Like the music, I'm really a fan of classical music, and it's just like, I like how in this world you're silent, right? And you don't hear all the game sound effects except for like instruments when you hit someone, you know. It's really unique places to explore, and there's like verticality and hidden areas. It's just what a Kingdom Hearts world should be, you know. Unique places to explore and just like hidden areas. It's everything that a Kingdom Hearts world needs to be. Toy Box, same thing. This is probably, like, if we're talking favorite worlds, favorite world in Dream Drop Distance, right here. Favorite world in Kingdom Hearts 3, right here. This was perfect, okay? The only downside is that it was spoiled for Kingdom Hearts 3. They spoiled a lot of it, so it was a little less to explore. But this one was like the good version of San Francisco, right? Because San Francisco was like a box, literally, just a big square, right? Toy Box was also a big box, but like you had different areas that were like more explorable. You get to go to Andy's room, that's really cool, and like go out the window and on his street. But then there's like hidden areas within the toy store, that box area. There's hidden areas, but then each area is like distinctly unique and interesting. The bottom floor is a little boring, but you know, you can still explore all those different areas. Traverse Town from Dream Drop Distance. I'm gonna put it B tier for like exploring the world, because like the new areas are kind of like eh. It feels smaller than the original Traverse Town. It's cool, but not as cool. Twilight Town, Kingdom Hearts 3. I think that's self-explanatory. I feel like everyone agrees there. Same thing. 100 Acre Wood. Yeah, pretty self-explanatory. Like, I don't like the 100 Acre Wood already, and then they put it the most low effort for these two worlds. Barely anything to explore. No. Cybug Sector. Same thing, C tier. Exploring. It's interesting, I guess. Beast Castle from Kingdom Hearts 2. I'd say A tier. It's not my absolute favorite world from Kingdom Hearts 2. Beast Castle, I really like the layout. I like the boss that you fight, that he interacts with the chandeliers. You get to fight in the ballroom, stuff like that. I didn't finish 358 over 2 days. I can't put Beast Castle anywhere in there. Agrabah for... I did play Agrabah, D tier. Agrabah 358 over 2 days. Beast Castle 358 over 2 days, didn't play. Beast Castle in Union Cross, I'm gonna put it at B tier. Yeah, because there's a little less, I'll put it A tier 2. A tier 2, because there's more to explore. Plus, you kind of get Gaston as a boss. Because the only appearance of Gaston in the whole Kingdom Hearts series is Union Cross, Beast Castle. That makes me sad, because I want to fight Gaston on the rooftops, man. That would be so hype. And then he like pops out, and then pops out, like he hides, then he pops out again. That's something I really want, right? But it hasn't happened yet. Yeah, Gaston is pretty cool. But you get a Gaston Heartless, which is a cool looking... I do like his Heartless, so that is a fun game. I'll put that there, since it's like different. All the other Union Cross ones are kind of like they're pretty much the same game, the same world. There's nothing new to it. Kingdom Hearts 2 Agrabah, C tier. It's boring, I guess. I usually skip over it. There's nothing really interesting about it. I don't really like desert levels, and this one is just kind of basic, boring. Kingdom Hearts 1 Agrabah, I'm gonna put that A tier. There's a lot of good boss battles that I really like. I like fighting the Lion's Head. I like fighting the Pot Centipede. Cave of Wonders as a kid was kind of hard to navigate, and I didn't really like it. Kingdom Hearts 2 Cave of Wonders a lot easier to navigate, but this one has more interesting, and you can go in different areas. It's a lot more interesting to explore than Kingdom Hearts 2 Agrabah. Alright, Kingdom Hearts 1 Monstro, I'm gonna put him B tier. He was kind of hard to figure out as a kid. Now I know. It's still a good world. It's fun to play, but it's not the best. Kingdom Hearts 2 Mulan, the only version of this world. I enjoy it. I'm going to put it in A tier. I like fighting the dragon. Heartless at the end. Shan Yu is fun to fight. He's like to fight him. I like, there's not much like verticality, but I like the environments. Like there's the snowy mountain, there's the camp, there's the palaces. It's fun. It's not just a straight branching pathways that you can go on. It's a little bit more interesting. Forest of Thorns, I have Twilight, The World Within, and Castletown. Forest of Thorns, I'm gonna put that B tier because it's like it's interesting to play, but it's not my favorite out of the three. Like yes, it's a dark version of Sleeping Beauty, which is really cool, but it's very quick, not much to explore. It's kind of just like sliding through kind of thing. Dwarf Woodlands from by Sleep. I'm gonna put that C tier. It's not very interesting for me. The only interesting thing is going into like the Crystal Caves with Fen, but it's like, eh. Castle Oblivion. This one's for Chain of Memories, and I'm doing this based off of like the 13th floor, because we won't do any of the Chain of Memories worlds because they're pretty much the same. They're just different rooms, right? And with different, I guess. I'm gonna put this B tier because it's not fully a world, it's the same thing of like all the other Chain of Memories worlds, but I like the aesthetic. It's a good aesthetic. It's fun to play on. Kingdom Hearts 2 The Castle by itself, I'm gonna put D tier. There's not much there. It's not its own fault though, it's just, it is, when I go to Disney Castle, it's like, yes, this is, I'm really excited to go there, but Disney Castle itself is not boring. Timeless River, however, S tier, because like Timeless River is within Disney Castle. It's like the past version of it, and I love this world. I wish we could go back twice, but we don't. When we go once, and we get to do all these like game things, or these old cartoons based off of like little mini games on the cartoons. Game Central Station, same thing for Disney Castle. It's kind of D tier. There's not much there. There's not much to explore. Land of Departure. I'm gonna also do D tier. Same reason. Not much to explore. Hercules, or Olympus Coliseum in Kingdom Hearts 2, I think is an A tier. It adds more to the world than last time, and you actually get to explore the underworld. That's really fun. The underworld cups are really fun, and then you get the Paradox cups. Those are really fun, and it has like interesting mechanics with taking out your drive form. That's really cool. Halloween Town from Kingdom Hearts 1, A tier. I really enjoy going to that world. It's really fun, and it's like your first introduction into it. It's like, ooh, new costumes, different things like that. And like the Wookiee fight at the end is really fun. The castle where he turns into his house is kind of fun. A little less fun than the original one, but it's very good nonetheless. Mirage Arena, I'm gonna put that tier. It's an Olympus Coliseum. It's kind of boring aesthetically. I'm gonna go C tier. I do like playing it, but it's very boring. Keyblade Graveyard from Twice Sleep is a D tier. Kind of dusty, ugly, not very fun to. The fights are like cool, I guess, but like aesthetically, it's like, I really don't like it. I don't like playing through it. Neverland, Kingdom Hearts 1, E tier. It's just a boat. Not very interesting. There is flying. Maybe C tier. Yeah, C tier feels appropriate. These are kind of just very nothing. World That Never Was from Dream Drop Distance. C tier. It's the far inferior version to Kingdom Hearts 2 version. I don't like it. C tier. When it gets all like weird and wonky, that's kind of interesting, but it's still Riku's version is very boring. Hercules, I like playing through it. I like exploring Thebes. This is Olympus from Kingdom Hearts 3. It would be an S tier if it wasn't for it being a tutorial. It's just like, I want to do more in it, but it's all it is, it's just the tutorial aspect of it. Enchanted Dominion, I don't know if it would be D tier, because the D tier are the ones I really don't like, so that would be C tier. B tier for Castle of Dreams. Like, these ones are kind of just bland, not much to them. Castle of Dreams is a little bit better because you get the shrunk down version with Ventus. That's really fun. Neverland from 358 over 2 days, didn't really play it. Disney Town, I'm gonna put that in B tier. From Birth by Sleep, I do some of the mini games, like things you can unlock. It's not the most fun to explore, but the things you can do and unlock in there is nice, because like the Keyblade, it's not cool. I guess I'll keep the Keyblades. I should keep the Keyblades out of it because I'm ranking the Keyblades. So we're not factoring in that. I think we'll go C tier. It goes a little lower because you do get a lot of unlockables in this world. It's not the most fun to explore. Daybreak Town, not factoring in the music. I'm gonna put it B tier because there are some areas that are nice to explore. For Daybreak Town, you can go into the sewers, you can go into the beach or like the clock tower, so it's interesting. Halloween Town, you have just a different aesthetic. Yeah. I also like how it looks like he's wearing a scarf with the town, like if you can't see it. It's a little pumpkin head. It looks like his town is wearing a scarf and he's got snow on top. I'm going to put that up in A tier as well. It's also fun to play as. Atlantica, Kingdom Hearts 2. Self-explanatory, D tier. Don't really like it. Grid, I'm going to put that A tier. Yeah, it's fun to play. It's not my favorite. A little confusing to go around. It is a bigger world and there is from verticality, so there is that. I am bummed that it's not unlike Kingdom Hearts 3. Hollow Bastion, Kingdom Hearts 2. I'm gonna put it A tier. It's not S tier for me. I feel like it's a downgrade from Kingdom Hearts 1. There are nice story beats in it, and there are some areas that are fun to explore, but most of it's not very fun to explore. I don't like exploring Kingdom Hearts 2 Hollow Bastion. Radiant Garden, A tier as well. It's not my favorite to explore, but it's a little interesting to see the Radiant Garden. Wonderland, based off of what's in A tier and B tier, Wonderland I'm gonna do S tier from Kingdom Hearts 1. This is the Kingdom Hearts 1 one. Basically all the Union Cross stuff, you know, they're the same. Didn't play the 358 2 days, that one. Wonderland, this one is like Kingdom Hearts 1 went above and beyond with this because you have the Bazaar Room, so many different entrances and like hidden things. It's really fun to go. It's very nostalgic for me, and just like I really like the aesthetic and vibe of Wonderland in Kingdom Hearts 1. Destiny Islands, I want to put it in C tier. Not very interesting for me. The tutorial, it's kind of Deep Space, although it is just a spaceship, S tier. Maybe A tier, but I enjoy it. I really like it. When I get to Deep Space, I'm excited to play it. You get to fight against Experiment 221. That is huge. That's like the first reference to like something that's like a direct-to-DVD sequel. Like, we need more experiments in Kingdom Hearts. Okay, more of the Stitch experiments. That's so cool. It's got really interesting aspects with like traversal, where you turn off zero gravity, stuff like that. It's really fun. Oh, here's Kingdom Hearts 3's Olympus Coliseum. This is D tier. This is the Birth by Sleep Olympus Coliseum. That was my mistake. Birth by Sleep Olympus Coliseum, D tier, easy. Not much, very boring. Not even like a Coliseum-esque vibe. Like we have a Mirage Arena. Why even have this world? You know, just to show young Hurt? Zack? I don't know. This one is the one, same reasons. Hollow Bastion, Kingdom Hearts 1. Easy S tier. That is one of my favorite worlds. Like, to explore, to like, story beats, it is so good. Like, if we're talking favorite worlds, like this one, Birth by Sleep, favorite world. Dream Drop Distance, favorite world. Kingdom Hearts 3, favorite world. Favorite world. Pride Lands, A tier. I think S tier for Pride Lands, because you turn into a cat and there's like different mechanics. It's really fun to play as Lion Sora and get to see all the different versions of that. Like to explore, it's kind of like, some of it's ugly, some of it's really cool. Like I like the jungle parts, I like the elephant graveyard. Pride Rock is kind of boring, but the bosses are fun. You get to fight against Scar. Kingdom Hearts 2, World That Never Was, easy S tier. Maybe it might be my favorite world from Kingdom Hearts 2. Build up, so much build up throughout the game, right? And then you finally get to it, and it's just like a huge boss rush, all these story revelations, you know, all kinds of good stuff. Very good. Way superior to Dream Drop Distance version. It's not even funny how much better it is. Port Royal from Kingdom Hearts 2, A tier. It's fun, it's interesting, live action. I like it. It's not my favorite, but it's still. I am excited to go to that world. Like Disney filler there. It's fun for that. Candy Kingdom, I'm gonna put it on B tier because there's more to explore. There's a little bit more to look at, and like you get interesting stuff going on in there. Arendelle from Kingdom Hearts 3. Looking at what it's married to. I'm gonna go D tier, and the reason is it's not because I hate Frozen so much. Like, I was willing to give it the benefit of the doubt, but it's just, like, and, like, it has an interest, it has more verticality and explorability than Tangled, right? Like, because there's, like, ways it can connect, and you go up a mountain, and, like, stuff like that, but it all looks the same. Like, there's nothing new or interesting. It's just all ice and snow in a forest, and it's kind of like, maybe, okay, I'll put it in C tier. I'll put it in C tier because it has some interesting aspects to explore, but it's just, yeah, it's not my favorite. I don't like it. Oh, right. This is Birth by Sleep. This is representative of Birth by Sleep Destiny Islands. B tier, nothing really to do there. C tier for March 1. Traverse or Twilight Town, not factoring in the music. I'm gonna put it in B tier. Kingdom Hearts 2 Twilight Town. It's fun to explore, but it's not my favorite. I do like how it's like computerized. End of the World. I'm gonna put that in B tier. Like when you go from like the high of Hollow Bastion to End of the World, it's like, man, it's kind of a disappointment. Tron from Kingdom Hearts 2. There are nice things to explore. Sorry. There are nice things to explore in End of the World, like that whole like colorful bridge area, and there's nice boss battles, but just kind of, yeah, it's compared to Hollow Bastion at least. Space Paranoids from Kingdom Hearts 2. That's tier. I really like the aesthetic. Fighting the MCP. Kingdom Hearts 1 Atlantica. You may disagree with me on this, but I'm gonna put it in S tier. I really like Kingdom Hearts 1 Atlantica. Call me crazy. And like, now that I know that it's like tailored to Magic, I like it even more. But beforehand, it was like, this is unique, this is interesting, it's different controls. That one has so many like hidden areas. They use it very well of just like, oh, you have Kingdom Hearts 1 verticality. It's like, all right, here's a hidden nook. I think you can swim under. You find all these different nooks and crannies. It's a lot of fun for me. This is Kingdom Hearts 2 100 Acre Wood. Probably the best version of 100 Acre Wood, in my opinion. Mini games are really easy and like fun to play. Plus, when you go to each area, like it was like hype when you get a lost page, because it's like you get good items from 100 Acre Wood. You know, you go for those big chests that aren't just maps. So I get excited to play to get the new things for there. Country Musketeers, I like it as well. I really like Country of Musketeers. Not just factoring in the music, but it's fun to explore. You have different areas that you can, like, be backstage or go to Mont Saint Michel, or, you know, different areas like that. It's really fun. Kingdom Hearts 1 Olympus Coliseum, B tier. Like, I do like the tournaments, but world design wise, it's kind of boring. Cerberus is very fun to fight, though. The Cerberus fight in this is way better. Ice Titan is also way better in most fights. E-Blade Graveyard, D tier. Very boring. They do have Zeta Flare, which is nice. The final world, I would put in C tier. Like, it is very beautiful to look at, but not much to explore. Scala Ed Kylum, before Remind, it would probably be C tier, but after Remind, it's an A tier. I really like exploring Scala. It's a lot of fun. 100 Acre Wood, I'll put that C tier. Like, it is interesting to explore. There's more explorability, but like the mini games are kind of clunky and they're hard to do. And there's not like items. Yeah, it's not very great. The World Within, I'm gonna put S tier. Seeing like a really twisted version of like Snow White and like all these different areas to explore, it's really cool. I really like it. Traverse Town from Kingdom Hearts 1, I'm gonna put that A tier. Like the areas to explore there. It feels very big. There's hidden rooms and tricks that you can navigate with, like to Merlin's area with either the Trinity or the Fire, accessing lightning with the one Gizmo shop, all the different stores you can go into. Very cool. Castletown, also twisted version of Cinderella, very like broken and stuck in time. I really like that. It's kind of short though, not as like in depth as The World Within, so that's why it's like an A tier. Deep Jungle from Kingdom Hearts 1. I really like playing there. There's verticality, explorability, platforming, that kind of stuff. Really great world. This world, it's like you're not just going from point A to point B, you're jumping all over the world. I really like that when you explore a world. Port, or the Caribbean from Kingdom Hearts 3. ST. So much fun. Like these top 2 worlds on Kingdom Hearts 3. And like the fun part about this world is completely optional. It's so weird. Like you get to explore all these really cool islands, and there's really unique areas that you get to explore, and you get to sail there and shoot ships and like all these hidden nooks and crannies. That is my tier list though for ranking the worlds based off of how much I liked exploring them.